Music cracks me up. Here it is, another moment with Bob. Brought to you by your friends at Offshore Drilling. Entitled The Inevitability of Fucko the Clown. Moment Derailed. Hey, Mike. The last couple of days, I've been writing a moment chronicling the stupidity of the American voter and how it led inevitably to Fucko the Clown becoming president of the United States. The grand stupidity of 1964, starring Barry Goldwater, resulted in a Fucko presidency 52 years later. I connected dots. Big deal. Anybody with an internet connection could do the same thing. But the moment I was writing had its wheels blown when I read about pedophile Roy Moore. If he wins the special election held a month from now and becomes a senator from Alabama, then writing about the roots of stupidity in America is a complete waste of time. Yesterday and today, some asshole Republicans are bleating from the same sociopathic playbook. If the allegations are true, then Moore should step down. If that isn't a load of mealy-mouthed ass covering horse shit, I don't know what is. Some asshole Republicans went even further than the "if the allegations are true" bullshit. Alabama State Auditor Jim Ziegler did not even claim Moore didn't do it. He said, quote, "Take the Bible, Zechariah and Elizabeth, for instance. Zechariah was extremely old to marry Elizabeth, and they became the parents of John the Baptist. Also take Joseph and Mary. Mary was a teenager, and Joseph was an adult carpenter, and they became the parents of Jesus." Let's just take a moment here and send a fervent "fuck you" to Alabama State Auditor Jim Ziegler. And it gets worse. Of course it does. These are Republicans, after all. Alabama Marion County Republican Chair David Hall said, quote, "I really don't see the relevance of it. He was 32. She was supposedly 14. She's not saying that anything happened other than they kissed." The reporter Daniel Day corrected Hall, saying, quote, "The story said she said he tried to get her to touch his genitals." Marion County Republican Chair David Hall replied, "Well, she said he may have tried to, but we're talking something that somebody said happened 40 years ago. It wouldn't affect whether or not I'd vote for him." At the core of this insanity is the overriding commandment: the Republican Party über alles. Covington County GOP Chairman William Blocker said, quote, "There is no option to support Doug Jones, the Democratic nominee. When you do that, you're supporting the entire Democrat Party." Alabama Bibb County Republican Chairman Jerry Powell told Day, the reporter, that he'd vote for Roy Moore even if Moore did commit a sex crime against a girl. Powell said, quote, "I would vote for Judge Moore because I wouldn't want to vote for Doug. I'm not saying I support what he did." And at the top of Bullshit Mountain is pussy-grabbing Fucko the Clown. Imagine this. A 32-year-old man drives up to your house and wants to take your 14-year-old daughter on a date. At that point, your options are somewhat limited. Do you beat him with a baseball bat and then call the cops, or do you call the cops and beat on him till they arrive? But you will not ever vote for that pedophile to be the senator from your state. unless you are a Republican. It doesn't matter what Democrats beat back. It doesn't matter that the Democrats beat back the stupid in Virginia and other hot spots across the nation a couple of days ago. Brain-dead pundits were proclaiming the elections were a rejection of Trumpism. These weasels are trying to separate Fucko from the Republican Party. That surgical procedure cannot be done. Trumpism is the Republican Party. Goldwater was the Republican Party. Reagan was the Republican Party. George W. Bush was the Republican Party. The Tea Party assholes were the Republican Party. And Roy Moore and Fucko the Clown are the Republican Party. Do you want to know how to fix the United States? All you have to do is hound every single Republican out of office over the shrill opposition of the 63 million Americans who support them. Then the United States is fixed. Easy. I used to say I didn't think the United States could come back from all this. I've refined that. The United States is not going to come back from all this. It isn't possible. The United States is devolving. Buckle up. The ride picks up speed after your car circles the drain and takes the big plunge. Just remember Newton's third law. For every lunacy, there is an equal and opposite lunacy. Regards, Bob. Another Moment with Bob, brought to you by your friends at Offshore Drilling. Thank you, Bob Alexander.